With the latest on the U.S. markets. Jessica, good day. So the dollar weakens after what was a good jobs report, I would think. But why is that?
Thanks, Evan. Yes, we've seen quite a lot of volatility in the dollar today. The moves have been quite interesting. Initially, after the release of the U.S. jobs report, we saw the dollar hit those session highs after the report showed better than expected hiring here, or job gains per se. But then we saw the greenback really reverse course, hit session lows after we received data showing U.S. April ISM non-manufacturing fell to the lowest level since August 2017. So the dollar a little bit whipsawed today, taking in all of this data. Right now, we're still seeing a weaker dollar with the Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index down as much as 0.3%.
But then it was a different story with the stocks, I would think. They generally reacted well, didn't they?
Yes, they did. That's exactly right. We did have a nice end to the week here in the U.S. equity market. The S&P 500 closing near a record high level, up as much as 1% on an intraday basis, led higher by those consumer discretionary shares and energy stocks. The Nasdaq 100 also gaining, rising as much as 1.6%. And those gains really accelerated after the release of that U.S. jobs report that showed strong U.S. hiring and also really indicated that a robust economy isn't really pressuring inflation up, which is really important to take note of. I also want to point out that the report showed that the unemployment rate fell to the lowest level since 1969, also really easing investors' concerns over any sort of potential looming recession. So overall, quite a positive day in the U.S. equity market.
And then finally, Jessica, Monster beverage, that sugar high drink, also having a good day.
Yes, that is right. We've been seeing some interesting moves from Monster Beverage today, having quite an excellent day. One of the top performers on the S&P 500 index actually today. The stock rose as much as 10% after it reported first quarter net sales that beat Wall Street's estimates, and analysts have been quite positive on the stock. Deutsche Bank coming out and saying that this April sales growth is really setting the company up for continued momentum into the second quarter. Citigroup also positive, saying that its solid sales growth was particularly impressive given the increased competition here in the U.S. So Monster Beverage had a good first quarter, also having a good Friday.
All right, thanks very much indeed. Jessica Summers there in New York, bringing us the latest on the U.S. markets.